Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. Welcome back to another live show. Now this show, I'm just testing my equipment, so I welcome your feedback. As always, I welcome your super chats. What I'm doing, I'm trying to get everything 100%. You can see over there, I painted the door. The door is now purple, so that kind of looks crazy, man. Making things here look a little bit more high end. Finally got the lighting, as you can see. The position of the lights around me with the green screen, and then obviously I have lighting overhead. I should have gone a little bit brighter with the lighting overhead, but that's something I can easily tweak using just inexpensive light bulbs. So that's a very low cost. Brad, welcome aboard. Did you get the Brad's a big drone guy? Brad, did you get the DJI Avata? Just kind of curious. Yeah, so testing the studio here, and again, super chats are welcome, feedback's welcome. How's the audio? How's the video? How's the lighting? Is the green screen effect convincing? Or, well, actually, you can't see the green screen effect right now. Let me flip back over. See, there we go. Now, is the green screen effect convincing? Do I have the lighting correct? Do I have noticeably green fringes around my hair and or my hand? Really trying to measure and get the distance and everything right. Camera placement, the lighting, and obviously the audio. Brad loves the DJI Avata. That's cool. DJI Avata, if you're not familiar, it's an FPV, first-person view drone, a drone that's supposed to be fun to fly. I never picked one up for the channel just because all that I really do here is video. So I need something with a gimbal that I can use to capture videos for Irix Guy's Adventure Channel. But, yeah, just testing this. So far, so good. And obviously the camera I'm on now is the EV10, which I'm impressed with it. So this is the EV10 with my close-up face on video. And then this over here, the one far out that you see now, that's the Sony A7R4. Now, actually, what I'm going to set up is a raccoon camera because I've got a lot of raccoons. So, that's one of the primary reasons for the secondary camera. And then also any sort of situation where I've got something on the desk, maybe a live stream where I'm unboxing something, or you want to see something up close, I could have the secondary camera up here by the studio set. And then that way, while I'm speaking, without losing audio, I can switch to the second camera. See, I'm continuing to speak, and even though I'm continuing to speak, the fact that I'm changing from one camera to the other does not have any impact on the audio you're hearing. At least it shouldn't. Again, I'm looking at this through my studio field, through my ATEM Mini Pro that's controlling this. So I finally almost got everything set up. I did kill a few more brown recluses, so that's a constant concern. I don't want to have my skin and everything rot off from brown recluse bites, but again, can't halt progress here. Got to make sure this studio is in full operation here very soon. Brad says the Avata is much smaller and lightweight compared to the original DJI FPV drone. Yeah, the original, it's like most everything DJI has done. The original is always kind of, they're testing the waters, and then they continue to further refine. I'll tell you one thing I am excited about, and that's this week, allegedly, DJI is about to release a new action camera. Now, hold on one second here. Let me get this. See, this right here is the GoPro Hero 9 Black, and mine is fried. Won't power on. I have created an uproar trying to get GoPro support to respond, but it seems that GoPro it seems they've outsourced their support, and they just don't care. So I've got this brick in my hands right here, which is a GoPro Hero 9, and it really irritates me. So I'm looking forward to DJI's action camera release this week, because actually it's probably going to be an action camera that I'm probably going to adopt, because again, I'm sick. This experience with GoPro, number one, this is my second GoPro Hero 9 Black. Number two, this is my second GoPro Hero 9 Black that's failed. The first one, and that seems to have been before GoPro change their customer service or whatever. But, you know, they took care of it. They swapped it out with this one, but this one's failed also. And the fact that I've had 2 GoPros of the same model fail doesn't really instill confidence as a customer. You know, and then number 2, the fact that it's failed and I haven't abused it. It hasn't gotten wet. I mean, GoPros are made to take a beating, but this one's been handled gently because I haven't really been, you know, because of the 2020 and all of that, not been able to travel to a bunch of places. I didn't film to the degree that I normally do on, you know, travel destinations and that sort of thing. So this one has been very carefully treated, so there's no reason this camera should have failed. And I am livid that GoPro has not responded to my request. So again, if anybody's watching this studio test and you know someone at GoPro, please let them know that I need them to fix this issue. Brad says, have you heard about the DJI Mavic 3 Classic? I have, and that seems to make sense. You know, DJI is kind of going more into a, you know, into a old school type thing, you know, bring back the past. That's kind of cool. You know, it's something they want to do. I'm going to plug in this camera over here and charge it. I need to put in a, let's see, how many ports do I have? Let me check my cable situation over here. Hold on. Testing all this out. Plug this in. Yeah, I just plugged in a cable so that A7R4 that's over there, the camera angle you're looking at now, so it stays charged. It was just running off a battery. Now, see, I can switch back. This is the ZV-10, ZE-10. Yeah, it's just an APS-C, but I've got a G-Master on it, so it ought to look pretty good here. So, yeah, studio's coming together, man. Studio's coming together. So, just trying to get everything going here. Something I do want to test, and we'll just let's see, we'll just do this in real time. I'm going to plug in the let's see. So my audio source right now is the Rodecaster Pro with the Rode Pod mic. I'm going to turn this on. This is the Rode Wireless Go, and we're going to test this audio. See how this sounds. I'm going to have it mounted to me. So there's this mic. Let me turn on the other. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we're going to see how this works here. Let's see. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to mute this audio. Okay, how does this audio sound? I bet it's kind of hot. Yeah, I think it is because it's bouncing up. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's turn this audio off. Okay, this I'm going to turn down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is coming from this wireless lapel mic, which means that I should be able to walk around the studio and you should continue to hear my audio. So I'm going to continue to ramble on here. I'll give you a quick tour. I'm going to pick this camera up off the tripod here. So yeah, I got my, see, I got this on here. So this is kind of cool. So you can kind of see around. I got my HVAC. And by the way, this audio is coming from my Rode Wireless Go. And then I got, see, that's the primary camera over there that's filming. That's for the face on video. And then I've got all these acoustic panels that keep everything good. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one behind me, a sixth light. And then over here, I've got my little L-shaped desk with good acoustic treatments. And then I've got just some storage. And I got a Sonos, and I got my IC4 over there. And now I'll put it back on the tripod. So yeah, this is, if this audio is good, that's a good thing, because, you know, it tells me that I can go from hands-free audio, or not sitting at the set. See, I can walk anywhere. I can walk here, you know, so you can still hear me talking. You can probably hear me snapping because I'm snapping in front of the mic. See, this is cool. This is very cool. So it adds a whole new opportunity to this channel, you know, to be able to do some things that I couldn't previously do because I didn't have the space and I didn't have things set up right. Now I've got a this right here is a 50-foot long HDMI cable that unfortunately is defective, because the cable I'm using now for this Sony a7R IV, there's no flicker. It's maintaining the live stream, I think, really well. But it's just, when I connect it to this cable, it kicks in and out. I don't think it's the length, because there should be 50-foot long cables that shouldn't experience HDMI signal loss, but this one does. So I'm sending this one back to get a replacement. And I'm pondering going with a wireless HDMI solution, because if I have wireless HDMI, then I don't have to deal with physically running a cable, you know, physically running an HDMI cable. Brad says, have you heard about the Hero 11 Mini? Actually, I have, and until GoPro fixes the issue, with my GoPro Hero 9 Black right here, my second GoPro Hero 9 Black that's failed, until GoPro fixes this, I will never buy another GoPro product. So GoPro, if you're watching this, please fix my camera. It's unacceptable. So yeah, I've been a long time user, a long time fan of GoPro, but this GoPro Hero 9 Black has failed, and it's the second one that's failed. Again, I've been using GoPro since GoPro Hero 2, so I'm not, oh, this guy didn't know what he's talking about. Well, he's got a stupid accent. He must be ignorant. He doesn't know how to use this camera. My accent doesn't matter. And I know how to use GoPros. I've been around the world with GoPros. And I can confidently tell everyone that this GoPro, this Hero 9 Black, is a dud. And it's the second dud that I've received. This was the replacement for my first dud. So, GoPro, fix your stuff. Fix your stuff, but most importantly, fix me. Fix IRIX Guy. Make wrong right. Support your product. This thing needs to be recalled. But at a minimum, go ahead and give me a working unit in my hand. I'm not asking for an upgrade. If you want to ship me a Hero 10 or a Hero 11 or whatever, that's fine. But all I want is this one fixed or replaced. Don says, IRIX Guy, please put on a mechanical watch. What would AC3 say? Oh, yeah, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III would be deeply offended. I'm not wearing a mechanical. I'm wearing a fitness tracker, also known as the Apple Watch. So, and that's because I was down here, I was doing this studio testing, and Don's right, you can never, the punter should never wear a a quartz or a battery powered thing on their wrist, because it's not a wristwatch. Yeah, it's not. It is, but it is good for fitness tracking, because see, I'm trying to lose some weight because I got fat, man. I've just been working on so many things, you know, trying to get this studio built. But the good thing is, and actually I'll pick the camera up and show y'all, I've got a gym that I'm building, the Irish Guys Adventure Channel Fitness Center. And this thing's going to be, let's see, let's flip back over here. Flip back over to the other camera. How is the audio from this lapel mic? Is it acceptable? Is it cutting in and out? Does it sound good? What do you think about the audio quality as I walk around? That's kind of the main thing for this test, is just checking the audio quality and getting everything perfected. So yeah, man, I mean, I see, this is why I need wireless HDMI, because I've got a somewhat short cable right here, but I'm going to try to show y'all the Irish Guys Adventure Channel Fitness Center. Let's see. Well, you can kind of see it. See, there's the weights and the bench. Now that is a decline, but also does incline, military press, flat, and then I've got my weight tree over there. I haven't built the power rack, but I do have the dumbbells. You can see the dumbbells are right there. I just went up to 50 pounds. You know, I don't need anything too heavy. I mean, when I used to work out a lot, I used to use dumbbells that were 55, 60 pounds. But I don't care to get swole. I mean, you know, all that I want to do is just burn this gut off and you know, get ripped again. That's all I care about. I tell you, the HVAC, the heating and cooling unit in here, is doing a wonderful job. Actually, it's doing such a good job, I've got to adjust the temperature because it's getting chilly. It's getting chilly in here, man. Speaking of chili, I got to get me some, that would make a good dinner, a bowl of chili. That would be good. Yeah, the HVAC I use is Mr. Cool. Check out my video on it. I'm going to adjust the temperature. And, yeah, see, it says it's 68 degrees in here. Wow. But I can control it with the app. This thing is, it's a phenomenal system. You know, if you want to keep your heating and cooling cost low, you can go with a mini split like the Mr. Cool, because it just runs independent of your primary HVAC unit, and it's a good way to save some moolah. Don, great question. How are the raccoons? That's actually the reason I'm doing this studio test right now, because my goal is to have 2 cameras. One here in the studio, and then this other camera out there with the raccoons in the wilderness. So we're going to have a lot of live streams featuring raccoons. You'll be able to interact with the raccoons, and it ought to be a very interactive experience. How many other live streams can you join and get to communicate with raccoons in real time on a live stream? I mean, and moreover, not just raccoons, you got George Cooney the raccoon. You know, that's not something you find on every live stream. I mean, live streams, here's the thing, there's not a lot of innovation when it comes to live streams, and that's my goal, is to be a constant innovator. And I mean, I've got the studio built. How's the home gym and workouts? Malik, welcome aboard. The workouts are about to start because I got to get ripped again. And actually, I'm building a power rack. I've built out, and I'll set up my camera once I figure out this wireless HDMI setup. Then I'll be able to have my secondary camera. So we'll be doing some live workouts. We'll be doing you know, raccoon videos, all kinds of good stuff. But I got to get the wireless HDMI set up first. But what I'm waiting on for the Irish Guys Adventure Channel gym is the power rack. So the power rack, it's 6 posts. So you've got a substantially spacious workout area. It's got 6 posts and it's got pin safeties. So you can do bench press, and with the safeties, if you're benching a lot and you don't really have the strength to finish your set, you can put it down, and it'll be on a safety. So it's a good way to do that. And there's also what are called J cups. So basically, with the power rack that I'm building and the bench that I already have, it's adjustable to do decline, it'll do flat, incline, shoulder, straight up for military press. I can use that in conjunction with the dumbbells that I've already got set up. I've got the Rep Fitness dumbbells and the dumbbell rack. But the power rack is going to be nice because I'll be able to do bench press, I'll be able to do squats. Not only that, the back of the power rack, since I'm going with a 6 post, it has a built-in pulley system. So I'll be able to do lat pull downs, I'll be able to do with the rope, the tricep pull downs. Also, I'll be able to sit and do cable rows. I'll be able to do curls using the cable. So basically a full-fledged commercial gym experience here at IRIX Guys Adventure Channel. So I don't have to pay the gym membership. All that I've got to do is continue to live stream, grow the channel, get y'all super chats, and continue to grow this, because I'm deeply, as y'all can tell, I'm deeply invested in this channel, IRIX Guys Adventure Channel. Always have been, but this new studio, which is finally, my only complaint right now is the unfortunate brown recluse problem. And I've been working with pest control professionals trying to figure out, how do you get rid of these little pesky things? And, I've already got one bit me on the arm and it started to rot my skin. I've got like a scar there now. I mean, I got battle scars from setting up this studio, man. Brown recluses. Yeah, they're not a joke. Yeah, these brown recluses will get you. And then I had the rat infestation. My old, you remember the IRIX Guys Adventure Channel Studio version 1.0, in 2020, I added the Ashley Jarreau chaise sleeper sofa, which was really nice. It was a cheap piece of furniture, but it had a fold-out section. You could sleep on it. It was a lot more comfortable and spacious than the futon. It was really nice. I took great care of it. And Malik says, yeah, glue traps are the best. Actually, I do have glue traps strategically placed. Now, my thing I'm wondering about the glue traps is, will I ever get all the brown recluses, or will they continue to come back? Something I've proactively done here in IRIX Guys Adventure Channel Studio is I've done away with all of the cardboard. You don't want cardboard around. Cardboard is a magnet for brown recluses. They like to get into cardboard. So, even when I unbox something, what I do is I get the cardboard and I dispose of it quickly, or I put it somewhere else. And you'll notice in here, and I'll get the camera and show you around. I mean, I got this thing set up. Now, the only thing I have that's kind of cardboard-esque would be this little storage cabinet. Now, actually, they market this as a dresser. But what I've done, I've utilized all those drawers for cables, HDMI cables and converters. So it's not cardboard, it's cloth and wood. So hopefully that won't attract the spiders, the brown recluses. This right here is a little storage container. It's made of plastic. Haven't noticed any spiders attracted from it. This is a little wooden piece. And this over here is my corner L-shaped desk, which is wood. You'll notice around all my baseboards, even though I did this, I probably need to paint it again and make it more straight. I mean, look at that. That looks kind of janky. Yeah, so I need to touch up my floor and baseboards. But you can see with this color that I've got here, this color floor, and see there's a speck of a little dead insect or something right there. But this color of the floor was a strategic decision. It was not just the fact that it was cheap. It also serves a purpose. See, this light gray color, like anything that's out here like that right there, you see a little speck of something. Is it a spider? Is it a brown recluse? Is it going to bite me and rot my skin off? I mean, you don't know. So it makes it easier to see things. Now this right here is really cool. I'm proud of this. Those, you can see under there, that's 2 Apple TV 4Ks under the ATEM Mini Pro. I spent a lot of time routing all of these wires. I've got wires back here. This is my ATEM Mini Pro. So while I'm live streaming right now, see, this is what I see. See? So up there's preview when I switch to my talk show desk. That's that with the green screen. Over here's my program view, which is my live view, which y'all are seeing right now. Down there I've got on air, shows my duration. I've been on for 28 minutes, 15 seconds. Data rate, megabits per second, 9.1389. And if there was buffering, this cache right here would start to stack up. Since I've got 1.2 gigabit internet, I haven't noticed any caching. This right here is my audio. And all of this, by the way, this is called Multiview from the ATEM Mini Pro. You can see there Cam 1, those audio levels jumping. Cam 1 is what I have my, my lapel mic connected to right now. See, so that's how I'm getting this audio. There's my, my Rode Wireless Go. And see, it's plugged into this camera. This camera, by way of HDMI, is plugged into the ATEM Mini Pro. So here, well, actually with the software interface, I chose to use Cam 1 audio, which is going through the camera's microphone input. So that's how you're hearing me speak now. When I'm talking from the talk show desk, I go to mic 1, which mic 1 is over here. Mic 1 is the Rodecaster Pro. See? So see, it's plugged in using XLR, plugged into port 1, and then it runs to the Rode PodMic. And then I can add effects. Wah, wah, wah. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do. I mean, and the beauty of this is, like a lot of other live streams, you know, people that use StreamYard, which is very good, but they're paying a subscription. With this, there's no subscription. So, and see, I've got support. I've got the ATEM Mini Pro. There is an Extreme that has more HDMIs, but with mine, I've got 4 HDMI ports. So HDMI 1 is my ZVE10, which points to my talk show set. Number 2 is my computer. So if we're doing screen share, like a timepieces for tomorrow video, that's how I would share the screen. Number 3 is one of my 2 Apple TVs, and all that it's doing is continuously looping a video that I filmed. That's Pinnell Island, and that functions as my green screen backdrop. See, this ATEM Mini Pro handles the green screening, the chroma keying in the device. So it's a very cool piece of tech. It really is. And see, camera 4 right there is my A7R4 that I'm holding in my hands. So, yeah, I mean, this stuff, it's not easy to set this up, but you know, once you've set up one YouTube studio, the first one is the most difficult. Because the first YouTube studio is a matter of trying to figure out what I need to do. And now I've got this purpose-built studio that's you know, getting there. Sod, welcome aboard. And see, now what I'm going to do is flip my audio. I'm going to flip from this back to the Rodecaster Pro. So check this out. Okay, here we go on 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now the audio is coming through this. So just a different audio style than you would get from, you know, from a lapel. Now this, I can plug in a lavalier mic, a lapel mic into this. But I was just using the microphone that's built into it. I think it sounds pretty good. Curiously enough, one of my older studio tests, when I was testing the audio, I was inadvertently testing through a shotgun mic. I didn't realize I didn't have this plugged in. So let me walk over here. I'm going to put this up, put it on charger. So if y'all think the lighting and the audio is good, the audio from this now, and then also the audio that I had earlier from my wireless Go, if y'all think the audio is good, the lighting's good, then I think the only challenge I have now is figuring out how to connect my Sony a7R4, the camera I was working around with, figuring out how to connect it. See this camera, the camera right there I'm waving at, how to connect that camera to the ATEM Mini Pro that was below my TV on the cart. Figure out how to do that with wireless HDMI. If I can figure out the wireless HDMI, then everything should be golden. So Sod says lighting was better yesterday. Does it look dim? Is it? Tell me what I need to do with the lighting, because that's been my biggest challenge here, is getting this lighting like it should be. I think I'm pretty well lit, but maybe the background is. Yeah, it's tough. It's hard. Yeah, it looks dim. I agree. And see, that's the thing. I can bump the ISO up, but when you bump the ISO up, kind of the trade-off of that, especially from the left. Yeah, you're right. So this corner over here. Yeah, I need to add. Yeah, I need to add some. I need to add a light overhead, like what they call a fill light, FILL. I think that's what I need to add. So I've got to figure out the wireless HDMI. That's one of the two things. And then once I figure that out, perfect the lighting, and obviously inoculate the brown recluses. And once I've already inoculated the rats, the rodents are gone. I've inoculated the rodents, so I don't have anything eating my equipment. So I've eliminated the rodents. Now I've got to eliminate the brown recluse spiders. I've got to connect the wireless HDMI solution, and then it's going to be off to the races. I tell you what's going to be fun. Also, we can see light stand on the left side, which is a blue. Oh, no, actually, you know what? That's actually a post. That's a post. Check this out. See, so you can see the lights, and I've got one up here, and I've got one over here. But I've got a post in the back. Let's see. Yeah, never show camera equipment. You're right. Yeah, see, that right there is a post that I filmed in the. No, that was a good catch. I thought the same thing. I was like, man, Yeah, I filmed this. That's St. Martin back there. So I got in a kayak and paddled all the way from St. Martin. It doesn't look that far, but that's a few miles. And especially it gets a little bit wavy, and then you paddle over to where I'm sitting virtually right now, Pinnell Island, and then you drink rum and eat lobster, and then you got to paddle back before it gets dark. So, yeah, that's some crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But, yeah, I appreciate all of y'all tuning in and your loyal support, because what I want to do, see, with these live streams, especially when you're looking at live streams right now, there's a lot of conflict and controversy and this, that, and the other. My goal is to create, the brick and mortar, create the studio to enable the best live stream experience possible. And that's bringing in, live guests by way of Skype, creating a first-class experience. So my goal is to, and obviously I would never go up against YouTube powerhouses like AC3, Archibald, Chesterfield III, but I would like to do a lot of collaborations with them. And that's Gary says, I love water and was oligarch, but now I'm old and a sinker. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah. Well, good thing is, regardless how old or young you are, you can get in the water and have a good time. So that's yeah, I like water. It's hard to beat. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot of live streams. I'm just glad this studio is almost 100%. I've just got to figure out the wireless HDMI solution, because that's, you know, the HDMI cables, when I did the 50-footer with the Sony A7R4, it didn't behave properly. So I need a wireless solution. I love water as a lifeguard, but now I'm old. Yeah, I got you. That's pretty cool. You have to you save a lot of people, or did you get lucky and not have any issues to have to deal with? Irish guy, you have a beautiful, kind personality, very impressive. I appreciate it, because it's viewers like y'all, everybody on this channel, the loyal supporters that enable this channel to continue to grow. You know, it's your viewership, your comments, your super chats that enable this to grow. So, you know, my goal now that I've built this studio, Irish Guys Adventure Channel Studio 2.0, is to take this to the next level. And I'm not talking about 100,000 subscribers. You know, that'll be a great next steps, miniature milestone. But 100,000 subscribers is only a start. You know, my goal is to take this well past 200, 300, 400, 500, up to 1 million and beyond. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that YouTube is a major opportunity. It can be a lot of fun, but it's you know, something, the reason I'm doing it is, number one, I enjoy it. It's educational. It's something I can do to relax, have a good time, but I can also make money. And, you know, making money is an important thing. So my goal is to become one of the largest, you know, wristwatch YouTubers. I mean, not just wristwatch content. You know, I did create timepieces for tomorrow. It's one of the big pieces of Irish Guys Adventure Channel. But what I want to do is really make this boom, you know, just really pop in a way that the other wristwatch YouTubers haven't. Now, obviously, Archibald Chesterfield III is our pontiff. He will always be a legend. He will always be number one. But it's my goal, all these other channels that have popped up, you know who they are, the small channels like Jack and Bark and Jenny L and Watch Gringa and O'Sheen, all of them. You know, they just kind of pop up overnight and they go to a lot of subscribers. And my goal with this channel is to create something much larger. And I've got the studio, I've got the dedicated space, and now it's just a matter of putting together the master plan and really creating something that rises rapidly. And that's my goal. But most importantly, have a fun time doing it. And again, thanks everyone for your support, your viewership, your feedback. Gary says he kayaked in Missouri. He did save people and went against the current in the water. None died on him ever. Great. That's good. You didn't have any fatalities. That's always a good thing. And yeah, this studio test, I'm feeling good about it. And I'm feeling a lot better than I did the other day. And I've, you know, this floor, but I think I think what I need to do to class it up, because my door over there looks fancy. That purple door looks fancy. I painted that. That took a few hours. I did that yesterday. So that was not a quick project. So my door looks fancy. Now I just got to class up the baseboards and paint them so they look straight instead of jagged with paint spilled everywhere. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't try to make this channel something it's not. I mean, everything's a product of my own efforts and, you know, y'all's support. You know, the super chat, subscriptions, shopping my links. I mean, that's how I generate revenue from this channel. So, you know, it's taking time to get this set up, but it's getting to where it needs to be. And I learned a lot of lessons in the Irish Guys Adventure Channel Studio 1.0. And then this one, again, I wish I had a little bit brighter lighting up above. That's something I've got to work on. So it's, you know, it's a work in progress. But appreciate y'all's viewership. This is just, again, a test. I'm going to start doing I'm going to come up with a predictable live stream schedule. So, you know, a lot of YouTubers, they have a somewhat predictable every day at such and such time. They do a live stream. I want to do something like that and, you know, and get this take this channel to the next level, because again, at almost 87,000 subscribers, it's not a big channel. There's plenty of room for growth. And let's see. Gary says, Holy Reflections, I used to run small TV shows. Yeah, I've got to do something. Whoa, did my TV just went off? It's weird. Was it my ATEM? Did I lose my live stream here? Huh. Let's see. I hope I didn't, because that ATEM is not a... Let's see. I hope I didn't lose this live stream right now. HDMI 3. Huh. You can still hear me. Oh, I know what it is. I know what happened. My camera. I forgot to plug it into the charger. That's what happened. My primary camera. Because see, if I go over... Yeah, see, I'm still here. Well, what happened, the camera didn't lose its charge. The other camera, the ZVE10, it overheated. So I need to, probably need to update the firmware. It's not hot in here. And it's, yeah, so I need to check that out. I think there's a temperature threshold setting. And obviously with it being 71 degrees Fahrenheit in here, that shouldn't have overheated. But I have had it on because see, I've had it on since before we started this stream, and this stream's been going 45 minutes and some change. So I think I think I just need to adjust temperature threshold. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This was a test. Appreciate y'all's feedback. Gary says he doesn't give up on good people. That's cool. Yep. We all see y'all later, and we'll be doing a lot of live streams. This is going to be a fun experience. Y'all have a good day.